And it's not the JW Marriott. Hey guys, this is the Ultimate Warrior, and I did get a hotel booked, but it's not there. Instead, my hotel is booked at, I think, the Intercontinental. Intercontinental, I don't even know. Apparently, it's a new hotel that opened up. If you've seen my previous The Road AX videos, you know that I either wanted the JW Marriott or the Ritz, and the Premier Pass fans, they had first pick come February the 1st. So I had gotten off of work. Told my sister to call me because I was gonna be knocked out around 12. That's when we would get the link for the bookings. So I didn't wake up till like 1:34. And by the time I got there to the site, like, it was bad. Like, you couldn't book like a single week at a hotel. There were gaps in between. So, needless to say, she didn't call me, so I was a bit upset. But then I realized this happened like even 2 minutes after, from what I've heard from some other people. Yeah, like the Ritz, they have like multiple gaps. It's like where you could book a day here, but you have to leave and be out by that day. Then the next day after that, they have an availability, but you got to be out the next 2 days. So yeah, I wasn't going to do that. So the same thing happened with the JW Marriott. In that case, it was a little bit better, but there was one day missing. Let's just say you could I'm leaving on, like, I think the 29th. That's when I'm arriving. So let's just say I could have the 29th, 30th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and let's just say on the 4th day I had to be out. And then, they had the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th available. So needless to say, yeah, that didn't happen. What I actually did, I booked 3 hotels. I booked the Western Bonaventure. I don't even know if I'm saying this right. The Intercontinental and the Fagora. And my hotels, like, just got canceled. Apparently, you can't have duplicate hotel bookings, even if they're through different hotels. Yeah. Don't try to do that. They will cancel it. Which was kind of a surprise to me. So, what I figured, you couldn't book under the same name in the same hotel, but no, you can't. Once you book at one under one name, you cannot book like at any other hotel, even if there are like gaps in the dates and you have to move. So I spoke with a representative, and she was like, well, do you want to stay at the Fagora or the Intercontinental? The Intercontinental, they have the shuttles, and it's new, but it's pretty good. If you're looking for a Ritz type of hotel, that would be it. I prefer that. My sister does a lot of traveling, and she was like, yeah, I've stayed at the Intercontinental before. I've never heard of Fagora, so you should do that. So I figured, why not? So, and at the Fagora, I can only have like one other person with me there. Whereas the Intercontinental, I can have 2 more people. So, I'm hoping to bring 2 people. Don't know how that's going to work out in the end. So, I'm just saving as if I'm going by myself. I'd love to see some of y'all there, though. But, yeah, so needless to say, I'm booked at the Intercontinental. And I asked her to put me on the wait list for the JW Marriott and the Ritz. So I was like, well, how many people are on the wait list? Like, where am I at? And she's like, well, I'm not at liberty to discuss that with you. So I'm just like, okay, that's cool, I understand. But could you, so I kind of phrased the question differently. How long do you think it will be before something will change? And she was like, maybe sometime in the March. End of March. But yeah, maybe sometime in March, people will start to change their reservations and whatnot, their bookings. And some people, they'll decide not to go, or they'll go somewhere else, or they choose different hotels. But yeah, she's just like, keep an eye on that. Well, actually, not keep an eye on that, but I will. They're like, we'll give you an email or we'll call you, which most likely they'll call if an opening comes up for my dates. Which for my dates, I think I'm coming in like on the 29th, staying from the 29th. I'm staying like a whole week. And then my checkout will be on the 5th. Preferably the 6th if I can help it, but I can't remember. So yeah. Trying to think, was there anything else? Which I know there is. So basically, whenever they find something, they'll give me a call about that, most likely, or email. Sorry, I'm just like thinking, because I know once I end this video, if I do, then I'll remember it. But yeah, the lady, she was really nice about it. Oh, that's what it was. See, I remembered. So I asked her, well, can I still be on the lookout for like the general attendees? And like, and booking a hotel through there if some become available. She's like, no, we really don't want Premier Pass people doing that because we have our hotel block set up for them. If the Premier Pass people start getting the hotels that are meant for the general attendees, we don't know what's going to happen or how that's going to play out. So, got something in my eye. So we really prefer if the basically a Premier Pass stick with their hotel block. Which to me that sounds kind of crazy because, you know, I paid over $300 for this Premier Pass. It's my first time coming there, and to well, first to have the hotels almost pretty much sold out and have more gaps than Swiss cheese in it with their rooms, and you can't even book multiple rooms across the board. That's kind of crazy to me. Like, I can't even go to a general pick, because see, what's gonna happen is people, and I'm not knocking this isn't elitism or anything, I'm just really confused. I just want my hotel. See, I'll be a little bit irritated, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if, you know, people from the general pass or whatever, they can get their JW Marriott or Ritz because there are spots there, but I can't. And, you know, there was a lot of talk of some people with Premier Pass sharing their links to with people from like a general that has like a general pass and using that. So I don't know. Me personally, like I said, I'm not looking down on anyone who has a general pass or anything, or think I'm so special. I just think, you know, we all should have, you know, the options to make it the best experience, pretty much. Like, I just want JW Marriott. That's my number one pick. If you've seen my previous videos, you know I was gunning for that. So yeah, I might be a little bit salty, but I guess it is what it is, and you can't always get what you want. The lady said that the Intercontinental was like a 10-minute drive with Uber, but that shouldn't be necessary because there is a shuttle. And if I wanted to go to like the beach or anything, I could take public transportation from there to the beach, which I'm not going to do because I'm not adventurous. I just want to stay as close to the con as possible because, you know, I don't want to screw things up any more than I think I probably will, and that's a lot. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the deal with that. So, again, I'm at the Intercontinental. If anything changes concerning that, then trust me, I'll probably make a video on it. Because I'll be like, yeah, I got the JW Marriott. I got the Ritz, which I'm surprised the Ritz was sold. The Ritz was more sold out than JW Marriott. It was my understanding that a lot of people didn't stay at the Ritz, or that was like their, not a first choice. But I don't know what's going on. Apparently they changed the system from last year, and since this is my first time going, I'm just kind of like, so but for now I'm booked, and there should be absolutely zero chances of them canceling my Intercontinental because that's the only hotel that I have. So we'll just see what happens from there. But anyways, this video gonna be about over 10 minutes long by the time I finish this. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. And if you happen to like this video, or you're a fan of video games or ultimate game stuff, or even a fan of drink testing, taste testing, toys, reviews, then feel free to check out the rest of my channel. And if you happen to like what you see, then please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.